John here, and we've got a new sponsor, DistroKid. Now that you've finished your latest Pirate Math Sponge Core Twitch trek, it's time to get it out there so everyone can hear it. DistroKid helps musicians get their music on all the major streaming platforms, and artists keep 100% of their royalties. And because you're a High Gain listener, you get 30% off. Just go to distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. That's distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. And now DistroKid has an app. The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android. You can download it at distrokid.com/app or in the app and Play stores. We'd like to take a minute to thank our pals over at Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. The new gold standard of audio repair, Isotope RX11, is coming in May. Buy RX10 now on sale and get RX11 absolutely free when it's released. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. High Gain listeners get 10% off using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. That's all at isotope.com. IZOTOPE.com. This episode is proudly sponsored by the Rattlesnake Cable Company. Rattlesnake Cable offers a wide variety of premium U.S. milled cables for the stage and studio. With diverse customizations to fit your unique cable needs, they build dependability and style into your signal path. Rattlesnake Cable Company's products are constructed with all musical needs in mind. The team at Rattlesnake is giving you a chance to win 2 free cables. Just head over to rattlesnakecables.com/giveaway/highgain to enter. Listeners of this show can also save 20% on all regular priced items by using the code HG20. Rattlesnake Cable Company, the sound choice.
Oh, hey, it's me, Edward Allen Peterson.
Oh, hi, Ed. It's me, John Kiltica.
What's going on, John?
It's summer here in West Seattle. That's what.
Oh, beautiful West Seattle?
Yes.
I got my beautiful West Seattle hat on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ed's hats. A lot of chatter online.
Hashtag EdHat.
It's the High Gain Podcast.
It is the High Gain Podcast, yes.
What do we talk about?
Guitars.
We talk about Les Pauls exclusively.
We talk about not heavy hunks of shit.
Oh, my God. You know, someone on the Discord, shout out to the Discord, posted a Black Beauty. And I might have just dropped the one-line "bye" comment, and it caused a disturbance in the force. Yeah, if you're gonna play a heavy hunk of shit, that's the one to play. They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
For a blingy, heavy rock guitar, that's probably the one you want. I don't want to be a guitar zealot and just like no Gibsons. It's not my stand, right?
Are you changing things up?
I'm just trying to be open, welcoming to our Gibson brethren.
Wow.
Yeah. 2024, kinder, gentler Ed.
All right.
I'm an ally.
A Gibson ally.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, as long as we're shouting out.
Oh, yeah.
I was at work yesterday at the guitar shop, Thunder Road Guitars.
ThunderRoadGuitars.com.
Yeah, that's the place.
Uh-huh.
The place where you can use the High Gain 10 promo code to get 10% off. And I didn't just say that for plug's sake. I did that for the sake of the story.
Oh.
I'm at work yesterday.
Yep.
And one of the fellers comes in the back and says, "Hey, there's a guy out there using the promo code."
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I went out and said, "Hi, I'm John."
Yeah.
He bought a blue Paisley Telly.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
A solid buy from Ed. I think those things look so cool when they get fucked up. So hopefully this dude just hangs on to it and fucks it up.
Yeah.
What color is that?
This is Gold Mist.
Uh-huh.
This is the newest member of Gibson's modern collection.
Yeah.
Called the Lite series, Lite.
As in weight.
I guess so, yeah.
That's how you spell weight.
I think so, Lite.
It has more Firebrand the Paul vibes, but painted. You know, the natural wood on the Firebrands.
Yeah.
This is cool. Beverages.
Beverages Ed.
There's a hit that sounds like that, John.
Wow.
You know how you do.
That was played through a new pedal on the board
Mm.
that I'm trying out. The company is Pro Analog Devices, and this is the Manticore pedal version 2. It is an overdrive,
Mm-hmm.
but instead of just gain and volume,
Mm-hmm.
there's level, gain, drive, and a knob called Savage.
Oh, more Savage, please.
I have it as mellow as I can get.
Yeah. For your hit song, you didn't want to overdo it.
As opposed to the 81
Sure.
that I have set to minimum.
Uh-huh.
Even at minimum, it's more saturated.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I wanted to
Bring a little Savage in.
maybe a little more gain,
Yeah.
maybe some drive too, I don't know.
Yes, please. Did the V1 have Savage?
It did not have Savage,
Oh my God.
and it did not have a drive knob. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Ed?
Oh, I have coffee in a Crow mug,
Ah,
and I've got a Huel protein shake. It's the vanilla caramel, and I put creatine,
creosote.
creosote,
Yeah.
and some BCAAs, branch chain amino acids.
Oh, I was thinking BPAs,
Oh, some plastics.
microplastic.
Microplastics. Yeah. I don't know exactly what branch chain amino acids are supposed to do. I like to think they're block chain amino acids.
Nobody's taking your BPAAs.
Right.
Our buddy Superfan Ken
Yeah.
is in Europe
Oh,
touring right now.
okay.
He posted from Dublin, Ireland, a picture of him having his first ever in his entire life Huel.
Oh, shout out Ken,
Yeah.
one of the brothers. I love it.
He had a Huel.
Is he getting ripped? Is that his deal?
Could be.
Oh my gosh. What are you drinking?
I've got coffee in a mug, like I do.
Uh-huh.
And I have a beverage that you brought me via your lovely wife, Vicky. Tell me what this is Vicky has brought to us.
Señorial?
Sangria
Yeah.
natural flavor soda.
Yeah, non-alcoholic sangria style soda. It's been made since 1960. They're in Mexico.
Yes.
Cane sugar, wine grapes, and water?
They exist in the massive Jajaritos family.
Novamex Corp. Based out of El Paso, Texas.
It's very good,
Yeah?
and I thank you and Vicky. It's like a mellow grape soda.
Great.
I'm back in the Manticore.
There's a lot of stuff about this guitar that I think I like. Maybe a few things I don't like, but if I were to concentrate on the positives.
It is a Les Paul.
Uh-huh.
This was only introduced in October.
Mm-hmm.
You can get these brand new for $1,500.
Okay.
Our example is used.
Okay.
But I mean, what is it, like 6 months old?
Yeah,
For all intent and purpose, this thing looks pretty much new.
for sure. Matching headstock.
They don't do that all that often.
Mm-hmm.
Satin finish, that is nonetheless nitro.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
They didn't use pore filler or grain filler.
Love it. I like when you can actually see that wood grain in the finish. That's cool.
Maybe some people this would bum out, but not me. The more you rub any part of a satin finish, the more it's going to polish out.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's kind of cool.
sure.
Where your arm is, maybe
Yeah.
the back of the neck will start to get shinier than not.
And it's not a pure slab body. So it's not like a Les Paul Jr., but it's pretty subtle. It looks thinner than a regular Les Paul.
It is. Let's say
Right.
this is an 1.25 1.5 inches. Les Paul might be 2.5.
Yeah,
Considerably lighter. This is maybe 5.5, 6 pounds.
that's crazy.
I got to think the heaviest one of these you might find
Like
7 maybe.
Yeah, that's rad. Not a heavy hunk of shit.
No. And you mentioned the Les Paul Jr. Gibson does have a history of trying to figure out how do we get beginner or novice budget users to gravitate towards what we do.
Yeah.
People that aren't going to grab a big old fancy Les Paul, but nonetheless want to get into it. Introductory model.
Yeah.
The Sonex, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of introductory.
A Norlin era banger.
Norlin banger.
Yeah. Love them.
So they have done it over the years.
I think this is closer to the Paul, which is the
Uh-huh.
previous best version
Same idea.
of
Yeah.
the Les Paul. It was a lot like this, but heavier. So I don't know. This thing, yeah, like it's a Les Paul. You want to know what I would do if I bought this?
Yes.
First thing I would do, at least to see what it looked like, is I'd pull that pick guard off.
The only thing you're left with then is
Little hole. Yeah.
a screw hole where it meets the neck, and
Yeah.
maybe you don't care.
Guy like me, I don't care.
Yeah. And then also it comes with the plastic washer, rhythm and treble.
Yeah.
I don't mind it without it.
I like it plainer.
And it comes in this gold mist,
Uh-huh.
cardinal red. These are all satin finishes. Rose gold,
Yes.
Inverness green,
Yes.
TV wheat.
Probably yes.
Imagine a TV yellow, but like desaturated.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you say? Like faded TV yellow.
Sure.
And TV Pelham blue.
Oh, what does that mean?
It seems less metallic, more saturated.
Yeah. The only one I don't think I'm totally in love with is the red, but I'm just not a red guitar guy.
Yeah.
You're a red guitar guy. You love them. A guy like you is silly for red.
I never thought I was.
And then, bam.
The pickups on this
Yeah.
are open coil humbuckers.
I don't know what that means.
No metal cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Open coil is what we call that in the biz.
Yeah. The pickups
Uh-huh.
are the 490 and the 498.
Pretty standard Les Paul pickups.
Yeah. They use them in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
They use them in the Les Paul Classic I used to have.
Yep.
They're pretty hot.
I like that.
It's a pretty good overdrive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great overdrive.
Maybe the youngs like the cooler colors and the matching headstocks and the less fancy appointments.
I would say it's something for the olds, i.e. Ed.
Yeah.
That is very much my style. I don't want binding all over the goddamn thing. I don't want gold hardware.
Even the truss rod cover doesn't say anything on it.
Yep.
This is kind of nice, I gotta say.
If you want the briefest of rundowns,
Uh-huh.
episode 15, the Gibson Les Paul Classic. That was probably your Les Paul.
Yeah.
You could listen to episode 15 for some history of the Les Paul. You could listen to episode 31 of the High Gain podcast to hear about the Les Paul Jr. 62, we did the Les Paul Standard. 285, the Signature, Les Paul Signature. Oof, that was terrible.
Well, let's hear this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let's go as necky as possible.
What kind of drive do you have on? Let's hear it just no drive. You watch YouTube videos, John?
Yeah.
You ever hear those things where they'll play a song and they'll strip out an instrument and play it for professional musician
Yes.
who's never heard the song?
Yes. Here's a song. Have you ever heard this? No, never.
Yep.
Okay, we need you to play drums on it.
Yeah.
After you're done, we'll play you what the original sounded like.
Right, right.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I watched one yesterday and it was with a bass player and he played a Rage song and the guy was just like, I don't know Rage Against the Machine. And he nailed the bass line, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But the other thing that he did, he's like, that's a Music Man Stingray bass with a rat pedal. And it's like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. I like that part of those videos where first they do active listening.
Mm-hmm.
I need to listen all the way through.
The drummers will like do the little notation stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Those are really fun to watch.
Yeah. All I was going to say is, yep, sounds like a Les Paul. That's the YouTube digression.
Let's go, Bridgie.
Yep. Give me some either AC/DC or AC/DC-esque. There you go.
There. That's like the airplanes that throw out flares to confound.
Ooh, the chaff. You're throwing out some sonic chaff. Play it bad.
Yeah, so maybe the algorithm will be like, wait, where did it go?
Sonic Chaff. Maybe a good band name. Not that I care. I don't care. But I imagine the downside of this guitar is like you play this and there's a lot of Gibson purists who think this thing is terrible.
I wonder if the person playing this cares.
Exactly. I like this better than 98% of the Les Pauls hanging on any Gibson wall. I just imagine there's a lot of snooty assholes in the Gibson community because while I'm an ally, I generally think the people I'm an ally to, those Gibson folks, they're a bunch of dickheads.
This is not a cork sniffer guitar. This is just a practical player that makes a couple of improvements, one of them being weight.
I feel like it's less with Fender, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Fender fans are just as guilty.
Well, okay, for $1,500, are you getting adequate value? Could this have been less?
Maybe, but the cheapest American-made Telecaster is 12 or 13, probably.
Something like that.
Fenders tend to be less expensive than Gibsons. So I don't know. You want humbuckers, you want a Les Paul, check and check.
It is a set neck.
Yeah. The only other thing is every color is pretty cool, but you cannot get a sunburst. And almost certainly that's an intentional thing.
The general difference here in the collections, at least the ones that these belong to, is this. The original collection, Les Paul Original, is their idea of trying to stay as close as possible to the kind of classic design and features without you having to pay all the custom shop money to get it.
Right.
I want to stay as historically accurate as possible, but I'm not throwing down $8,000 for a custom shop.
Yeah.
With the modern collection, we're not going to make any promises that anything is going to be historically accurate. Let's play with our own designs. Let's feel free to do whatever we feel like doing. We're going to mix and match.
Great. Let me reverse that game on you, John. What if I did that?
Oh, yeah.
You know how much this one is. So how much do you think a Les Paul Standard 60s Bourbon Burst is?
I'd say like $3,500.
Oh, I like this game, John.
How far off was I?
It's $2,800.
$2,800. Oh,
Yeah.
So I went way over.
Yeah. So in that original line, $2,300 to $2,800. That'll get you into a Les Paul.
Yes.
What's the high end of the non-custom shop Strat?
American,
but like mainline Strat. What's the most expensive Strat you can buy? And I bet it's not even two, is it?
Least expensive, you mean?
No, most.
Most.
Because like the Les Paul range is like 23 to $4,000.
Yeah. The American Vintage 2s are probably the highest kind of production American ones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Here's a 70th anniversary American Vintage 2 54. I think that might be the most expensive. $2,600.
Yeah.
Top of the line Les Paul is $4,000.
Right.
And this is
$1,500.
$1,500. Their cheapest is closer to the Fender most expensive.
Yeah. You know what I think is interesting, too, about this?
Yeah.
Is that it's simple enough, much like a Telecaster would be,
Hell yes.
to just do all kinds of stuff. At the very least, simple enough to work on yourself. This is all hand-wired.
Oh.
So you would need to know how to use a soldering iron, I guess. But at least that's a thing you could do.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
The newest citizen of the modern collection,
Mm-hmm.
the Les Paul Lite, Lite.
Mm-hmm.
It's very thin, Ed.
Yeah?
It weighs less.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 hot boy humbuckers
Yep.
and a slim neck.
Yep.
Satin finish.
Yep.
Buy or deny.
I'm an ally, John. You know that. You know I love Gibson. I love it. I think it's cool. The only Les Paul I would want previous to this one was the Firebrand, the Paul. This is way cooler than the Paul. I really
Yeah.
dig this finish a lot. Bye.
I agree.
Yeah. I'd pull the pick guard off. I wonder how goofy it would look without the pick guard. Does it tie the body together or not? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It would probably be pretty cool.
I like it. And it's the right weight. Oh my
Just
gosh.
like waving it around.
One hand? Guy like you, you're very strong though. So, I mean,
Strong like bull.
yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, the thing that's cool too is thinking about the secondary market.
Mm,
I think these are going to be super popular. If it's $1,500 new,
yeah.
how long before you're seeing these all over the place? A couple years maybe, like $700
Yeah.
used.
I think the thing is going to be the purists, right? Like Gibson has made no end of guitars on the lower end of the spectrum, and people hate them. Gibson enthusiasts hate them. You know, can this thing appeal to someone who wants a Les Paul, or will they spend the extra $600 to get into a Sunburst in the original line?
In the grand scheme of things, that seems to be slicing it pretty thin. Super tight budget. Yeah, that's not inconsiderable.
Yeah, yeah.
In the larger picture, man, another 600.
That dumb math that I do all the time.
Depends on who you are, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a personal anecdote about that.
Oh, yeah?
Way back in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to buy my first acoustic guitar.
Yep.
And I wanted to get a black Gibson acoustic
Yeah.
because in my head, I wanted to be like Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I went to one of the shops in Manhattan and I found one I liked, and it was like $1,100. Couldn't do it. I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a black Takamine,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I paid $800 for that. So there you go. An extra $300.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't have it, didn't have any prospects of getting it.
Yep.
Wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. That is so close, but
Yeah.
so far away. $300, like back then.
Yeah.
$300 today is $300, but $300 in the 80s?
It wasn't going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't.
Yeah. But, you know, that Takamini's hanging on the wall upstairs. It's cool.
Wrote a lot of songs on that thing.
Yeah.
So I should take lots of pictures of this, specifically the sides, because they're so thin.
Yeah.
Put them up and see what our esteemed viewers think.
Yeah. Hopefully there's not shock at the Ed Pete reversal on the Les Paul.
It's going to take up quite a few news cycles, I think. Yeah. on the Discord.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do this again next week?
I think we should. And we are still enthusiastic participants in the ruinous media network of music-related podcasts.
Are we?
I think we are.
Are you sure?
I think.
You just assume it's been radio silence. They must be hard at work over there, prepping the media cycles.
Priming the pumps.
Yeah, that's probably what they're doing.
Or maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they're preparing for the picnic. They can't be bothered.
Yeah.
They got hot dogs to buy. They got to source some good veggie dogs for Ed.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should go to the Ruinous Media Network. RuinousMedia.com?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you like what we do, we're always around on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Look for The High Game.
A couple guys like us.
Yeah,
Instagram.
The High Game.
Yeah.
Want to come back next week?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bye.
All right, bye.